In episode 72, Tang and his team go against the Grandmaster's decision and fight the Elephant Armored Team, whose defense power is so strong that they can kill people in one snap. At the beginning of the match, Elephant Team does a weird ritual dance while freezing themselves in the defense position. Tang and his friends trap them in Tang's webcage and open their attacks from above them. The leader breaks the trap and uses his soul bone to nearly kill Mr. Dai, but Catgirl, Ju, jumps in and fuses her soul powers with him and attacks the leader of the Elephant Team with double powers. The episode ends with the leaders suffering. In episode 73, Dai and his girl, Ju, fuse their power and flex some moves. Oscar also seizes the opportunity and uses his pink sausage to boost the cat and Dai's fusion. Now, Dai has the power of 4 martial souls inside him. Despite the opponent's leader using his soul's bone, gets defeated by Dai and faints. Through one-on-one combat, Tang's team easily wins over the rest of the team, which is a shocking revelation for the Grandmaster. Winning 2 matches in a row makes Tang's team and Shrek School popular among the audience. Tang gets a serious shoulder injury after the match, so Ning helps him heal. Tang decides to go alone to meditate. Tang, on the roof of the tournament hall, tries to use his hidden weapons to aim at the tree and blue silver plant at the same time. He tries several times, but he fails and all his hidden weapons miss the aim. Tang becomes hopeless when Grandmaster invades his time and helps him attain focus. He tells him to relax his nerves while performing the task. Tang focuses on the Grandmaster's words and begins meditating. Tang's powers are so strong that he starts mimicking the environment around him. During Tang's meditation, he creates his holographic figure along with Zivu's. Grandmaster's eyes pop out once he realizes what Tang is doing can only be done by martial souls with above 70 ranks. On opening his eyes, he finds the Grandmaster and Ning beside him. Grandmaster asks Tang to help Ning learn the heart suppression technique. Tang and his friends later discuss the strategies to tackle their third opposing team, Lightning School, and meet some fans. In episode 74, Tang and his team go back to the hall to continue matches. Grandmaster and Dean stop their way, telling them they have 5 main teams to watch out for, 2 of those which they've already defeated. Giving Shrek Devils some rest, the match opens between Chen Feng and Tian Shui schools. Seeing this, Tang leaves the place and goes out to the practice ground to meditate and train for his heart suppression ability. But things get weird when Tang is unable to move out from a specific area. Time gets stuck in a time loop. The more he steps forward, the more he goes back. Soon Tang sees an older person with a cape standing in the background and realizes that the man is behind all this. That ghastly man is the teacher of Cheng Hui's school. The teacher has come to kill Tang because he doesn't want his team to face Tang in the tournament. When Tang takes out his hidden weapons, he starts to alternate realities with his illusion of soul power, due to which Tang finds himself in the middle of a jungle. There, he pulls multiple techniques, each more puzzling than the other, to attack Tang. Tang wraps himself in his blue silver plant and defends himself. While the teacher starts showing Tang his fears, Xiao Wu acknowledges Tang's presence. Her lovesick plant signals her of a disaster. She rushes out of the hall seeking everyone's attention. Everyone from Shrek School starts to chase after her. Meanwhile, the teacher, while playing with Tang's mind, is seen laughing at seeing Tang in pain. Here the episode ends. In episode 75, Tang uses his hidden weapons to put an end to the toxic teacher from Cheng School and attains his soul's bone. Tang gets so drained that he faints outside his school building, so Xiao Wu helps him get to his bed. Tang and Xiao Wu end up sleeping on the same bed, where they cuddle a little and get interrupted by Oscar, who delivers Grandmaster's message saying he wants to see Tang. Tang goes to see the Grandmaster and talks about his encounter with the toxic teacher. On learning Tang has killed the teacher, Grandmaster is not pleased and tells Tang to keep it a secret from his friends and everyone else. After talking for a while, they go out of Grandmaster's room and plan with the rest of the Shrek students about defeating their upcoming opponents from Kai Huo's school. Tang and his team, knowing the team's pros and cons, launch into the ring to fight them. In episode 76, Shrek Devils face their opponents, Kai Huo School. The team is notorious for its fire powers and attacks. As the match begins, Tang's team recalls the master plan and initiates one-on-one combat. Kai Huo's team targets Tang and successfully corners him. Meanwhile, their assistant member is boosting their powers selectively, suggesting that the assistant members also have the heart suppression ability. The opponents plan to defeat Tang because once they get rid of the big problem, they can easily manage to take over others. Now, all the opponents use their boosted soul powers to launch an attack on Tang at once. Tang solely uses his martial art techniques to attack everyone with his fast reflexes and gets all the opponents to back off of him. Tang then uses his blue-silver plant to get his teammates closer to him. Tang and his friends become a team again and begin fighting as a team. Seeing this, the opponents get angry and everyone launches attacks on Tang with their firepower. Tang wraps himself in his blue-silver plant and turns his defense mode on. Thinking that the blue-silver plant will melt at one point, they do not stop the fire attack. But since Tang has consumed frozen and fire herbs both at the same time, he has gone immune to fire and snow. Their attacks do nothing to Tang. After a long battle, the opponents get tired of fighting, so they admit their defeat. Tang people win again. By winning this match, Tang and his friends have maintained a streak of winning 11 matches. Scenes shift to the Grandmaster's office where Tang, Dai, and Grandmaster's nephew Qin Ming are seen having a word with him regarding what powers to display and which powers to hide. He assumes that if everyone keeps getting to see Tang's new ability, chances are that the final team may defeat Tang by planning new stuff. So, they decide Tang will not fight the upcoming matches till the final match. They will show him up in the final game. In episode 77, Shrek Devils carry their next match, which is with the Chang Hui team, whose teacher is killed by Tang. Qin Ming leads the Shrek team and takes the team to the tournament and represents himself as their teacher in the tournament. As they are walking toward the ring for their match, Feng Xiao Qian gets in their way with a black mask on. Feng is from yesterday's losing team, Kai Huo. He has decided to take revenge on Tang by using his Wind Soul power. Thinking of Feng as a psycho, the Shrek team ignores him and gets to the ring. Shrek team and Chang Hui team members are shown activating their full soul powers one by one. Chang Hui consisted of 7 students. All 7 of them, during the match, make a formation which is known as the 7-in-1 martial soul fusion skill. With this technique, Chang Hui students form a cloudy mist around the Shrek students and start using their skills to create illusion. Their illusions start messing with their minds by showing them fake scenarios in their heads. The first thing the Chang Hui students do is to create a foggy cloud around them so the audience and judges become unaware of what's going on inside the ring. Seeing this, Dean loses his mind and decides to get the match stopped. Dean has gotten the hint that the Chang Hui team wants his team dead. But Grandmaster calms him down and convinces him to get the match going since he has faith in Tang and his purple demon eyes that can see through any object. Aware of the situation, he comes up with a quick plan to save his hypnotized friends from dying. Each Chang Hui student stands behind each Shrek student and aims to stab their backs with the knife so all of them can die. Tang immediately uses his blue-silver plant to pull back his hypnotized friends and throws them far away from the foggy cloud and releases such a strong energy in the air that it not only dilutes the foggy mist but also hurts the Chang Hui students and causes them to faint. Seeing the situation, the antagonists are not going to recover anytime soon. When the mist goes away, Tang and his friends act as if they have been injured too. Everyone thinks that the Chang Hui students have died, but the referee assures them that they have only fainted, since nobody could see what happened inside the ring due to the mist. Dean comes to inform Tang that the chiefs are going to be arranging a crime investigation committee that will interrogate Tang because he is the one who survived and others were hurt. Everyone goes back to their rooms. Tang asks Dean to guide him through this situation. So he tells Tang to use the fog excuse as his way out and tells the committee that you are not guilty of harming the student. The episode ends with Ning's father and Martial Soul's chief becoming the hearers of the committee, and the chief declares Tang guilty. Episode 78 begins with the scenes of the investigation committee where Ning's father sympathizes with Tang. But the Martial Soul chief hates Tang and is looking for excuses to kick the Shrek team out already. He accuses Tang of putting 7 lives in danger by initiating a fatal attack. Dean and Qin Ming do Oscar-level acting in front of the chiefs and defend Tang by saying that he was hurt too, and just like everybody else, Tang was stuck in the fog and had no clue of what went wrong during the match. Martial Soul Chief acknowledges their overrated drama and asks them to leave. Dean even gets Tang in the committee meeting in a fake vulnerable condition and expects the chief's heart to soften up a bit. Tang appears while fake limping, but still things don't work out. To save the day, Grandmaster enters the crowd and throws Tang Hao's given badge in front of the Martial Soul Chief. This badge only belonged to a powerful and honorable Soul Land Master. Seeing the badge, the chief bows his head down, apologizes, and leaves. On the other hand, Tan decides to break their streak and consider their defeat in the next 2 matches without playing the matches because he wants people to believe that he is injured. After losing 2 matches back-to-back, Tang decides to go for the 3rd match and get back in the game. Their 3rd match is going to be with Tian Shui school students. As the kids sit and talk about their moves, Feng Xiao invades their space again and starts annoying them. Feng Xiao tells Tang that he will be fighting Tang after a few matches and will surely win over him. Now when the time comes, Tang's team gets to see the Tian Shui team, which consists of 7 girls. Shrek students and the Tian team happen to cross paths. One girl from the team checks Mr. Dai out and passes some signals, but Dai chooses to ignore her. Now, the round that Tang's team is going to play is considered a preliminary round, and the winner of their match will be promoted to the final round. Tian Shui girls give a very erotic dance performance before the fight. The episode ends with the two teams facing each other in the ring. To know what happens next, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay safe.